Yo, 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 it's your man, Mr. Motivation. I have a special guest for morning inspiration this morning. And I know it's 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, but everything the west of us and somewhere is evening, afternoon, and nighttime. But I want to introduce someone who's sent to me from the heavens. And I know it was bright that day because everything goes up my head. I wouldn't have seen it coming if it wasn't bright that night. Let me introduce you to my lovely wife, the She CEO, the co-founder of Thou Art LLC, the engine that keeps this loco motivation on track moving forward, Mrs. Angel.
Hello, everyone. I am Mrs. Angel, aka Angel Rankin. Gotta get my voice together.
She is such a woman of few words, but when she speaks, it speaks volumes. I continue to tell her how much we've grown, and sometimes she feel like she hasn't done enough, and I'm like, baby, you're overdoing it at this point. You know what I'm saying? Um, this morning I'm going to talk about something that happened. But before I do that, I'm going to give my wife the floor. Tell y'all all the things she do, and I'm pretty sure she's going to miss it. So I'm going to make sure I'll be behind her. Baby, tell the people what it is you do besides being the beautiful wife and my better half and my best forever.
I breathe.
See what I'm saying?
I'm here. I'm alive. I am vibration of the universe. I'm creating. I'm a travel agent. I travel. We love to visit family, meet new people, try different food. Drink a little drink, buy a little stuff, and we are going to celebrate our lovely Mr. Motivation here for his 5-0. So we are cruising into 5-0,
Dun, dun,
December
dun.
December 21st to the 24th, 2026. Go to thouartllc.com and request a stateroom so I can get that count. And then we're going to get the group together in January, and then I'll send out your payment information. But right now, I'm getting a count of all the staterooms that I want to get to take out of inventory so we can have what we want. You know what I'm saying? So this is going to be a great time for us to share fellowship, get to know each other in person. Meet the families. That's why I say families because it's going to be a lot of us. And we're going to cruise on Royal Caribbean's Utopia of the Seas. So it's an awesome ship. If you've never been on it, this is a great ship. If you've never cruised before, I chose this particular sailing, this ship, because it's one of it's a quick introduction into Royal Caribbean for one. It's a quick um cruise for people, that haven't cruised yet. It's a 3-night cruise, so we leave on Monday and we come back on Thursday. But once you do it, you're gonna be like, I want to do this all the time.
All the time.
So, and you're gonna cruise with us. And it's a great ship. It's a great family ship, so you can bring the
Everybody,
chillins,
everybody,
bring
the babies.
the great grands, the grands, grandpas, grandmas. Bring them too, the uncles, the aunts. It's a great cruise for everyone. We're not doing just adults. If we wanted to do an adults cruise, we would have went on a different cruise line. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying?
we're not. We're talking about what
But
we're
that's
doing.
why we chose Utopia of the Seas because we wanted to invite everyone.
Every everyone and everyone. I told y'all she was gonna miss everything that she does. Now she's not only a certified trained travel agent, she's a travel consultant. She's a yoga instructor. She's a minister. She is so much that I can't even describe. She is the, like I said, the engine. She knows how to put together businesses. We know how to scale and look at how things are going in the market. She trades. I'm telling you, I can't even keep up with it. So the next time I'm gonna have a list of it and I'm gonna run through everything bit by bit because there's so much more to a person than what their job description says or what they're even certified with. And she's humble, sometimes a little too humble and aggressive. There's no gray area. When she's aggressive, it's aggressive. As a matter of fact, she's even learned to apologize. She's even learned to apologize because as a married couple, nobody knows how to be married and nobody can advise on anyone else on being married unless that person has all the same characteristics, the mannerisms, the emotions, the feelings. And you already know that's not happening, right? So as we were learning to coexist in our forever life, and our forever light to each other. I had to learn a few things. She's always right. She's always right. And I'm always right, which is hard because sometimes we want to fight to see who's right, I guess. But it's times we had discussions. We don't have arguments. Our discussions last every bit of 3 minutes because when we tired, we just part ways. And a lot of times I would go outside, sit in my chair, and I would think, I was like, if because we're a married couple and we are building a house, why am I taking everything as something that's pulling away from it? She wants to build us. So I would always come back in the house and I say, babe, you know what? I hear you. I understand. And I needed that. I needed that to know that we're building together. So anything that we want to do, sometimes we argue about just making the decision. You know what I'm saying? And it's so pleasant. So I want to tell y'all, when y'all get into disagreements with the people that you love, think about what it's for. Think about the main purpose. It's to build up each other. And we take it as a fight against each other. That's what I want to give you this morning about us. A lot of people wonder how she deals with me, and that's it. That's it.
I mean, it's a two-way street. He deals with me, you know. So
And I do.
we accept. I don't even like to say accept
Me
anymore.
neither.
Um,
We acknowledge that you move the way you move, and you acknowledge, and it has to be that way. I think sometimes we're our own safety net, and we're also sometimes our own safety blanket. Safety net is to catch us when we went awry. And I'll tell you about somebody. I'm not going to talk about my errors of my ways. I'm going to talk about my wife's. That's how we help each other, really. And we got to a point where it's less attitude. It's less New York comes out of her. And I'm like, wow, we're both winning. I'm trying to ease into this, y'all. I don't know where it's gonna go, but I feel like y'all deserve this. You know what I'm saying? Look at fellas probably out there like, what? First of all, she's a woman and she's from New York, and she's got to a point where she apologizes genuinely. So we were on a cruise. I wonder, you know where I'm going with this? We were on a cruise, and we perks. She is keen on perks, and one of the perks that she booked, assumed she had booked, was a free play of $200. Right? We already had a free play, but there was supposed to be another one. So we go down there and we inquire about it. And they're, doing that thing. They were like, no, it's only that one. And she was like, no, I booked both of them. I booked both of them because they were both offers. And I'm scrolling through and I'm looking. I say, well, babe, I don't see one on this one. I do see one on. She says, shut up, I'm your agent. She said, shut up, I'm your
I
agent.
didn't say shut up, I'm your agent.
Well, basically, that's how it felt to me. You almost divorced me. I thought she said, leave me alone. We're getting a divorce if this doesn't get done. Like, for real. You know how we take stuff and run with it. My brain just
I
goes
said I
left.
booked it, so
I booked it. Let me handle
Yeah.
this. And I was like, as a man, you be like,
you
hey,
ain't
bro.
on the phone.
Hey,
You don't
bro.
know.
Hey, bro. Hey, bro. Hey, don't be telling me my wife wrong. Oh, you wrong. That's how you got to. Don't be telling me my wife. Oh, you wrong, though. So I'm looking, and I said, and she basically said, I'm your agent. Don't worry about it. I said, okay, cool. I was like, well, I'm looking at what might be the era of our way. I'm looking at it. I'm studying it. I'm like, okay, okay. And she's handling it. And not only just that day, we're going back 3 or 4 times during that day and then the next day. And then we're laying in the bed. This where this where the comedy starts, y'all. We're laying in the bed, and she says, "You know what, babe? I think I did put it on that."
I was like, it was like what 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm laying there like, wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
I don't think that was that conversation.
And I said, baby, you remember when I tried to tell you? She was like, nah. Yeah, I remember where she had to calm down because she finna curse me out for pointing out what I pointed out, and we could have killed this. And I said, well, I'll go apologize. She says, no. And I was like, we ain't gonna apologize. She was like, no, I'll go apologize. I was like, I had to look around the stateroom to see if I was being pranked. I had to look around the stateroom to see if Austin Kutcher was gonna jump out and say, we got you.
The staff, is awesome. I always say, you get better results with honey and not cheap.
Yeah, you do.
So he was definitely helping the cruise host. Was definitely helping. And I reached out, on my side, to help to the customer service that I can reach out to. But then, once I realized that wasn't it, I was like, you know what?
We just laying in the
I
bed.
should apologize.
And at first it was like, I'm not. But then, I mean, it takes a minute to like get there. Like, you know what? Yeah. Because if their staff and stuff like that, but for them to go the extra mile, and I mean, they went the extra mile.
Mhm.
They were checking the phone calls and the
Well, 'cause I
transcripts to
told them
see
to.
what was said, to see what was said on that phone, to see if she actually got that 200 approved. And she did, but it was another call.
Yeah.
It was a whole nother call. So no, tell him what he said when you came down there.
So I went down there and I told the guy, you know what? I was wrong. And I want to apologize to you. He was like, wait a minute.
He thought he was
Is it
being
a
quick
woman
too.
apologizing to me?
Hey,
He said, I need to record this.
I didn't even go downstairs because I didn't want to see this. I was like, it could go left or right. It could go left or right. You know what I'm
It was always
But
gonna
nah,
go
it was
in
gonna go
love because
right.
I
It was
come in
gonna.
love. You know what I'm saying?
It
You got to
was.
come up to
But
my
but but but
vibration.
first, you were coming with, I know what I did,
I mean,
but I didn't. And that's growth. That is truly growth, because it's not even about um avoiding confrontation or going to confrontation. It's one about demanding or inquiring about, assertively, not aggressively, what you may have thought you were owed or what was guaranteed to you. That's very important. But also, when you see the errors of the ways that went, you have the courage to say, you know what? I appreciate all the work you've done, and I do apologize, but I looked at it in error. We do have it on the next cruise. And I was like, man, I was like, that's growth. That's growth.
that is definitely growth for me.
That is, as I said, I hadn't seen this in 10 years almost. So to see it before we get to our 10-year wedding anniversary was phenomenal to me. And we came back and we can laugh about things like that. Like, for real. We can literally laugh about something that we were so adamant about, and we were in our era, and we were able to get out of our feelings and say, you know what? It's perfect. See, somebody would think that was a mistake. A mistake is when you know an error and you don't go and correct all entities that you affected in that error. If she wouldn't have went back and apologized, that guy would have probably just been in his head like, I don't know. And every time they seen it, it'd have been an uncomfortable situation. And we have the information to set that uncomfortable situation free. Set some people free in your life. Set some people free in your life. Sorry goes a long way. Apologies. I did a video, and I should have put it in there. I did a video that showed just that, how we acted like, in the video, that we went to bed mad and she made breakfast with a special ingredient. And before I took a bite, I apologized. And then she took the plate because maybe she put that special ingredient to in my ingredient days.
It's a joke, y'all.
It's a joke. It's a joke. But what I really wanted to get into is just that, identifying your light. Notice I didn't say your blind side, but identifying your light, because your light's going to shine on both sides of that pendulum. And if you're, hey Latrina, where you been at? Walmart. Where you been at, Latrina? Walmart. Show you. There's Latrina. So I love people that come in on my TikTok lives, on any live that I do, and interact with us. So I invited her to the podcast. So we'll be streaming on 4 platforms now. There it is. Surely is. But yeah, so this morning I was up really early and I went to the store. And when I went to the store, I went in, parked my car, I went in because it was raining. I normally walk. It's probably about 200, 300 yards from here. But I drove because it was raining. And when I went in, I was at the register and I was waiting, and I noticed this guy came in. And he was really loud. He's like, "Hey man, you got that fire? Cause I need to do something, blah blah blah." And I know he didn't do it because he needed a lighter. He did it to get my attention. So I turned, and he says, "Hey man, that's a nice ride. That's my dream car." And I was like, "Huh." And I looked out there. I said, "Where's yours at?" He says, "What do you mean?" I said, "If it's your dream car, why don't you have it? That's a material thing, man." He was like, "Man, credit and I ain't got the this and I ain't got the that. I said, man, you putting a lot of doubt in your dream, so I doubt that dream was gonna come true. Like that, just like that. He was like, no, I'm gonna get it. I said, well, stay there and not stay there. Put that doubt out. If you're gonna get it, doubt it will douse your dreams. It will douse them. It'll almost put your dreams at a standstill, and you will never start to walk in the things you dream about.
Our
We do that
words
often.
create.
Our words create an image to ourselves, and that doubt I have him looking at that dream car when all it takes is he said he don't know if his credit's good enough. He don't know how much he don't have all the things to make his dream cars come true. So maybe I gave him some. Maybe he'll look it up, Google it. Maybe he'll acquire banks and all that stuff. I don't know. But then I told him this. This is what I told him. Hello, Shannon, Miss Independent Lewis. That's
What up?
that's Mississippi right there. The Bayou, not the Bayou, the Bayou. But the thing that really caught his attention was he was like, "Man, I truly can believe you because I see that you made your dream of having a car like that come true." And I said, "Yeah, it was my dream to always just get what I want, not specific." I said, "You don't have to get specific. You don't have to get specific in your dreams because sometimes it's not going to come like you want it. It could come a whole lot better." And I said, don't worry about that, man. Because when I got it, I started to doubt if I ever wanted it anymore. So I probably won't even keep it because you got to pay for shit like that. And he started laughing. He's like, man, he said, you got a business card? I said, how do you know I have a business? He said, man, you just seem like a businessman. I said, why don't you just ask instead of assuming? Because you don't have to have a business to be in business. You don't have to have a clothing line to be a brand. I said, you're a business too, man. And you're in the business of dreaming and putting doubts in it. How about you stop putting doubt in it? How about you take the T off a can? Because somebody done carried that cross and get the can. And man, he embraced, he loved our conversation. And I do this on a regular. I go out on purpose and make sure I speak to people and talk to people. Sometimes I tell people I love them and they looking at me crazy, like you don't even know me. I don't have to know you to know that I love you. You're a human being. You're placed in my path this day for whatever reason, and it's not for me to decide what that reason will be. But my reason for us passing is to just tell you I love you. So all the O's out there, Latrina, Shannon, I love you. You want to tell the people you love them?
I love you.
So
You're
this
from
is
Louisiana.
this is the
Independent.
this is the message I want to put out today. Build your dreams with purpose, without doubt, or doubt will consume the architect in you from construction of your dream. Breathe that in a little bit. Take that all the way in. Take that all the way in. Okay. And that means just that. When you have a dream, there's always two sides to it. Will they come true or won't they? Pick they will. And stay there. Because that other side is going to come and creep at you. And all you have to do is stay. My dreams are going to come true. My dreams are going to come true. Everything I want for, everything I ask is going to come through tenfold. But the key to that is the same thing we use when we found out what we identify love as. And I came to that revelation and I identified what love is to me more so when I realized I love my wife so much and I love me and I don't need her because she forced me to make sure that I fell in love with me, even if it hurt. She used to tell me all the time, baby, you're great at this. And you like, nah, chill out, twin. Chill out, twin. Go on with that. Nah, quit playing with me. You feel me? She like, I'm not playing. And you seen the sincerity. And she made you love yourself even when you doubted yourself. So you get around people that make sure that they kick that doubt out your ass. They kick that doubt out your ass. And they make you fall in love with you where you don't even need to see them every day. You don't need to see them for 10 years. But when you do, you know it's all love. Ain't that right, babe?
Yeah.
But for real, when you love yourself so much, you're able to be so blessed that that cup runneth over, and it will runneth over. There's no way to do that. There's
Mhm.
no way to not watch your cup runneth over, because when it runneth over, you're gonna go give without looking for anything in return. Some people do it the opposite. They give in hopes of a return. They sow into people and not into purpose. I'm gonna say that one more time for the people in the back. They sow into people and not into purpose. When you sow into purpose, when your life mission is and your dreams are to affect the world and be the change you want to be and see the things you want to see instead of consuming all the things that you don't want that anger you, that make you build up this animosity towards certain things and certain people, then you're already working in reverse. You're hustling backwards, as they say. You go out in your life and you forge your way and watch how things just evolve around you. The energy in a room is going to be ex- so stifling that when you come in, it's going to turn to you and you can be able to absorb it and give it back and watch it light up and watch it light up. Okay. But if there's a day you already know you in your feelings and you back and forth with it, sometimes stay your ass home and let it consume you by yourself. Because I don't bring nobody into my mess anymore. I used to. I used to bring people into my mess. I used to tell people all day about what somebody else did, and that's not even a part of the conversation. That's not even a part of the conversation. Because if you come to me for advice about you, don't tell me what someone else did. I don't need to know what they did. Well, that's how I feel. I don't need to know about your feelings. I need to know what you did, and we're going to get down to this thing: bare facts and facts, not feelings and emotions. Because if you're trying to get to something that's tangible, you need to leave the feelings and emotions at the door when you come talk to me. Because I'm gonna dissect them, and you're gonna feel some kind of way like I'm attacking you, but I'm just repeating back what you're telling me, and you can't handle your truth that you're speaking. I do it all the time. That's why I don't get many phone calls from friends until it comes down to I need somebody to tell me the fucking truth. I need my friends to quit being so for me, team me. I need a motherfucker to tell me about me. I be that motherfucker. I be that motherfucker. I be it. Come on. So, is there any questions that I can answer this morning, or did anyone get anything out of that message that may seem ambiguous, like needs some more expounding? Please put it in the comments. Make sure y'all like, follow, if you don't already, all the channels that are streaming right now. Facebook, there's two YouTubes, Thou Art LLC and Mr. Motivation 910. And we're also on Twitch. We added Twitch this morning. I said, let's go ahead and add that element too. So we're streaming live on 4 different platforms with morning inspiration, and we'll be bringing more to you. Now, if you didn't catch what my wife said about my 50th birthday party, I'm finna get in my feelings a little bit. So we got through with the factful stuff. I'm finna get in my feelings. If y'all ass ain't ready to ship up and ship out next year, yeah, I'm on your ass. I'm on your asses. You hear me? Matter of fact, let me give y'all a commercial. Maybe that'll entice you because commercialing is advertising, and advertising works even when you don't want it to. So here we go.
They know we born gods, it's all evident. Welcome to another night of elegance. Put your glass in the air for black excellence. Never mind the media, that's irrelevant. They know we born gods, it's all evident. Whoa, we on that black rob, black mob shit. Eating red lobster, the red lobster, like the mobsters. In the tuxedo like Frank Sutton.
No, I'm muted. Okay, we back. So yes, December 21st through December 24th, 2026, we will be cruising into 50 with your boy. And y'all may think it's about me, but it's really not. But it really is. Because even though it's my birthday, what I like to do every day, especially on my birthday, is celebrate people. And if you're not there, I'm gonna celebrate you. But when you there, oh yeah, I'm gonna give it to you. But what you gonna do with it? I'm gonna celebrate the hell out of you. We're gonna celebrate the hell out of each other. And we're gonna cruise into my 50 together. And then she's here and she knows. We're gonna celebrate 11 years of our marriage the very next day. 50 11
What?
times, 50 11 times, 50 11 times, go 50 11 times, say 50 11 times. Now 50 11 times. Mm, 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 mm. Yeah. 50 11 times. 50, 50, 50 11 times. So even after this broadcast, share it to all your friends, your family. Um, and if you're not gonna go, share it to them so they can go. For being selfish. Be selfless at this point, okay? I've given you purpose, direction, and motivation today. So you should be filled up. Spill that shit out with a share. Spill it out with a share. Get it? I appreciate you so much, Latrina, for for coming over. Where are you on? You on YouTube? I don't know which one you're on. But did you find me or you already followed me? Now I'm curious. Now I gotta ask. I'm gonna talk to my audience while I can, because when these comments get the fucking blasting, we're gonna play crapshoot. We just gonna click one and stop. Hopefully we get some trolls. I love trolls. Ooh, I love trolls. Now I don't hope we get trolls. All right. We'll show y'all comment since the trainer. Okay. All right. She'll answer in a minute. Takes her a long time to type. She's at Walmart. You found me and then follow me. Okay. On Mr. Motivation 910 page. Okay, cool. Thank you. I want to know exact, because it just says YouTube. So we're still in this podcast space, and we're gonna flush it out. Like maybe later this afternoon or tomorrow, we'll be doing allow us to introduce Dowart LLC, which is our production and hosting and entertainment company, and that was started in 2017 July, and I attribute it all to its inception to Miss Angel, all of it to her. I was just the face, and she allowed me to be the face, and not allowed, but she encouraged me to be the face. She encouraged me to get on stages, because that's where we met for the second time. I guess I wasn't good enough when I came in the dining facility, and she was putting stuff and working and stuff. I guess I wasn't attractive enough then, but she seen your boy on stage. She a gold digger.
That is not the case.
She's a gold digger. So, but I got her, But she is a certified travel agent, and I always say she's a consultant, because she takes her time and makes sure that not only the transactions that are about to occur, but the ins and out of how you make your vacation very successful. Because there's been some unsuccessful vacations, and it starts from the agent getting you mentally prepared for what is expecting, but don't make you so anxious this is overbearing. I think that's an art. You know what I'm saying? You throw so much on somebody, they be like, "Fuck it, I ain't gonna go. Refund my money. It's too much. You mean I got to do this and this and this and this?" No. We're just telling you the things and pitfalls. Hey, get there early on this one, because we do traveling, and in order for us to be truly in that travel market, I felt sometimes at some places we surely need to be the ones doing it, so we can encourage you to do it. Yeah.
I like to share my experiences. So yeah, for me, I definitely
Go
I
around
like
and
to
above.
do it, so I can give it, from my perspective, not something I've read.
There it is. And no doubt she had a lot of training, and all of it was online. She even took a
I'm
trip.
always training.
Yeah, she's always training. But to experience it, she sees the things that some of the training can't give you. You know what I'm saying? The training gives a lot, but it doesn't give you the experience. It doesn't. Like, we can talk about travel all day, but until you get out on a trip, it's just talk. You can see us at the beach. You can see us on a cruise ship. But until you get out there yourself, even if you've done it over and over again, even if you cruise and you're like, man, I remember that, getting out and experience. And we want to make sure that we practice financial literacy. We're going to be giving some of that, and how to make everything affordable to you. There are people that thought they couldn't cruise because their budget was this. And I was surprised she found this. I'm not even gonna tell y'all. I'm surprised she found this one. Their budget, when they said it, I was like, what they plan on getting on a canoe? Like, for real, I'm like the Joker in me. I'm like, they plan on getting on a canoe, just them two. You know what I'm saying?
You'll be surprised. Especially, you have to be flexible.
Flexible.
That's the key.
Yeah, flexibility. And if you're flexible, but if you're one who have to take PTO and have to schedule it out, then most definitely get an agent, because they make everything convenient. Ain't no sense of working to go on vacation to work on a vacation plan when you got somebody to take care of it. Now you can, especially when you want a total package of something or another experience. Sometimes just reaching out to a travel agent can give you a whole nother experience. You're like, dude, hey, send me some stuff. Just send me some stuff.
I'm definitely working on my email newsletter right now. That's what I'm working on today, to get that, because I want to share the knowledge I have and know, and the information that comes to me that I can pass on.
Avery, there it is. And we will be having subscriptions or private chat and stuff like that because we will be giving some things that are worth the price of subscriptions. I kind of put my business consultant hat down and I said I'm gonna give this information away. But I do understand that people require a one-on-one or a session with themselves to really retain it. So I don't want to make it what it was before because it was very expensive, but it was worth it. So I said, if there's a way for me to get subscriptions and people need this, I can schedule that and things of that sort. Or I can have groups to where there's 4 or 5 in this group, and now we can toggle questions because your questions might be similar to someone else. So that'll help um, consolidate a lot of things, but also expound on some things that may not come so easily through the lives that we are going to be presenting to you all. The allow us to introduce you to Thou LLC is going to be like you're gonna see a different side of us. You definitely gonna see we laugh and when it's morning inspiration, that's what it's about. But when it's talking about Thou Art LLC and what we've done and what we've grown, it's gonna be pretty much straightforward to show you a pathway to make your dreams come true and give you a blueprint to get it done in the most direct way because we already did the round the corners and back again. We already spent the capital and know what the gains and loss is. So let us pass that information on to you so you have a front loaded equipment bag when you go out on your ventures and starting your business. And I can tell you one thing. One of the things that I've heard from a lot of people is I don't have the money to start a business. And then I look on their feet and I see $300 shoes and I was like, shit, you 2 businesses on your feet right there. It only costs what 125, 150, depending on where you at, to actually just establish your business. And once you establish something, you ain't gonna just let it sit there, especially when it's been in your incubator all your life. You're gonna start to act and move on it. And sometimes it's just branding yourself. And there's so many free avenues right now. If you want to be a news broadcaster, here we are. If you want, go ahead. We'll toggle it. Let's go. No, we'll toggle it. Think about some.
Today we are talking about what you need to do. Get your foot out your ass.
There you go. Or get a foot put in your ass. And your legs work backwards. But if you want me to do it, it's easier for me to go ahead and put it in there. If you want to be Siskel and Ebert and give all movies 2 thumbs up, here we are.
I watched the movie last night. That Superman.
I'm like this with it. I have to watch it again, but we watch TV and do business. So maybe if we put our phones down and really like locked in, we would get it. So give fair assessments. Like honestly, it means you have to sit there and watch it. And if it sucks, then you have to watch it suck to be able to say that it sucks to you. Because some people, they don't care what it is. If it says Superman, I'm winning.
Right, and that's why it's still up.
Yeah. So if you want to start selling stuff that you don't have the space, the brick and mortar, here you go. If you want to just advertise for other people selling stuff, here you go. If you want to assist someone that you see is giving you some tools on their journey because your dream is still your dream is still incubating. You're like, you know what? I want to do what Mr. Motivation do. Let me share it to my friends and see how that responds. Here you go. I don't mind that. I encourage that. And there may be some perks and there may be some promotions because we like to do giveaways. We've always done giveaways and we give away to the people that truly are pushing it genuinely. Of course, you're gonna have those that just here for the competition. They don't never come in and talk or nothing like that. They'll push and push and push just to hope. And we pay attention to that. Trust me. I'm a very attentive person. Yes, my mouth will go 100 miles a minute, but my ears are listening 300 miles a minute. I caught people up in their comments. I was like, that contradicts that. Let me go ahead and point that out for you. So you said this, but you also said that. Which is it, bro? Get on track. So what do you think of Mr. Motivation's morning inspiration at noon on the East Coast? Because some of you, it's still morning for you. Okay.
It's morning for me.
Yeah. And some of you aren't at lunch. Some of you are gonna get this afterwards. So we're gonna find a great time. And there's no consistency like when to do it because I love to just go sometimes. Sometimes I'll have evening inspiration. Sometimes we'll have pillow talk at 10 pillow talk at 10 o'clock. So I guess what I'm telling you is just turn your notifications on. Turn your notifications on. Because the
We
set
going
schedule,
live, y'all.
yeah, and we going live, we going live. We may do it 2 or 3 times a day. We not might do it none. But if you got your notifications on, you ain't got to worry about missing it. Turn them notifications on. We got you. All right. Now we want to show you something because we're going to pump our business, our main business, and it has branched off to so much into travel, into business consultation, into online performances, into talent shows, into reviewing things. But this is about, I think this was about 10 months after we established. I made a commercial going into movement take 4. And it's pretty good. So y'all check this out. And we are back. So I hope you enjoyed that snippet of what we do, our capabilities, and um, Little Grainy. That was made in 2018. 2018. I dibble and dabble in audio, visual, commercials, flyers, and stuff like that. I really don't. So don't call me about some flyer. I can point you to somebody. And if you need something real quick, I may do it pro bono. I like that money. I like that money. So if you want a flyer done, come throw me a line on TikTok tomorrow. Lion, God. But I do teach these things too. Just like this whole setup, I can definitely get a one-on-one session and teach you how to put all this stuff together, stream to 4, 5, 8 different platforms simultaneously, and then your pathway to podcasting, live streaming is streamlined. Like literally, like right now, I'm able to broadcast to 4 different platforms simultaneously and get all the comments from each of them, every single comment from each of them, whether it be YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, whether it be IG, what else they got the live stream on?
I
Huh?
don't want to speak to you.
Yeah.
Was LinkedIn on there? I'm not
I
sure.
think LinkedIn is on there too. I can actually pipe in LinkedIn. All right, if y'all coming in, please introduce yourself and say, "Hey, Miss Angel and Mr. Motivation," and introduce yourself to the audience. And some of them are on YouTube, some are on Facebook. Don't be afraid to say, "Hey, we like to pump your comments in there." Where's that comment? I'm trying to get that 50 level off.
It's 11. Ah!
I want to run my banner. All right. So this is the information on the selling. And this is where you can go get the information. www.thowartllc.com. Thou is you, and you are art. And together we're going to paint this world into a masterpiece of peace, love, and
Unity.
And we're just going to stay on right now. We're going to leave this as an open session. Wait on some people to come in just to say hello. We can sit here and do that because we're retired. And the world doesn't move to the beat of just one drum, but I'd be damned if it ain't gonna move to ours. We gonna move to our own drum. Maybe just got to ass out of bed, and that's
The funny thing, it took me, I would say, when did you get out?
2021. Right top when I
So
retired.
not even then. It was like
Yeah, it was.
maybe 2022
Mm-hmm.
for me to like let go of
Having to
having
do
to go
something.
to work or having to
Mm-hmm.
get up, having to set a clock. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, yeah. And it is an art form to know how to rest, because sometimes you feel that people are looking at you like you lazy, but who gives a shit? Rest.
And that conversation's in your head.
That conversation's in your head.
So you can change it. You can always be like, you know what?
Ain't nobody told you lazy unless you live with people that say you lazy, and then you be like, hey,
Y'all
I'm
gotta take
resting.
it.
I'm resting. Matter of fact, y'all get the hell out of here. If y'all, what are y'all doing here? Y'all could be outside doing work. You know. And I know kids, and I'm gonna talk about kids, because one thing I want to emphasize on our kids is watch them be phenomenal. Pay attention. I was talking to a guy last night. I was battling him on the TT, and he was like, "Man, my little girl, she's in preschool, and she stays in trouble, stays in trouble." I said, "Well, what is she good at?" Because I'm a what are they good at person. Not, don't tell me about all the bad. Tell me about what. He was like, "Man, she can color her butt off. She loves to draw." And I said, well, "How about you talk her into just focusing on that? If it's something she likes, because maybe there's something she don't like, and people don't let her draw. But they're telling she's disruptive. She's in preschool. If they ain't letting her draw, she's gonna be disruptive." And he was like, "Man, what are you talking about, man? I gotta have this discipline." I said, "You gotta have the discipline to identify that your child could be the next Picasso, and you sitting up here talking about what she's not doing and not emphasize what she's doing, not doing she is doing, maybe has an effect on her. Man, she want to get noticed for her art. Maybe that's why she's, I'm just possibilities." And he was like, "Man, I never thought of it like that." I said, "Yeah, tell her how phenomenal it is, and watch her sit there and concentrate, because she's gonna now impress you, because she's gonna sit there and get better at what she loves to do. It's a known fact. If you tell a child quit playing with Legos and they like to build and go outside, they're gonna throw a tantrum. But if you say, 'Man, that looks nice,' they're gonna sit up here. My son does it. My son does it. He'll take something apart just to put it back together, just to show you he can do it over and over again. And then he'll make other things out of the thing that he made the first thing from. And my son's a little old man, I promise you. He will have the instructions laid there. And when he's done with the last piece, he'll read, okay, and he'll put it all together, follow the instructions to a T. And he'll be like, "Oh, no, that ain't right. I got that wrong there." And he'll flip back the page. And I was like, "Does that? He's not a black child, because we don't do instructions. We just know we're going to put shit together."
I like to read instructions.
Stereotypically, I'm just saying. I'm being a comedian, but yeah, black people like, "Oh, okay, they're gonna instruct you." Whoosh, and they just start putting shit together. And they'll have 35 screws. Like, why is leaning like that? Man, that's how I look in the picture. Look at that motherfucker like that right there. That's how I look in the picture.
It's good to learn to just do things.
Yeah. There's nothing.
Gotta hurt.
Yeah. Learn to,
And
and
if it do hurt, oh well.
and I love the fact that after he's put it together by the instructions, he'll take it apart and then put other things together. So it shows that he's fluid in both sides of it. He's fluid in just going, but he also fluid in following the instructions. And that's on his own. That's on his own. He developed this on his own. Like, I can't make this stuff up, y'all. I could, but it wouldn't be real. But and now I think he's excited about me having this space, because I told him about it when he called. I was actually on a live when he called, and I told him I was working on our podcast space for our YouTube channel, because he's so excited about that. And now I can reach him, because I can actually bring him in as a guest on this one while we're streaming to all the platforms, and really get him started on his YouTuber streaming adventures. And he wants to do it with dad. So, and I know possibly maybe he'll grow it up, and we might take this into a whole new frontier. Kick Angel ass up out of here.
I got my own.
See what I'm saying? That's that New York son. It's something in her. Like, I gotta get this laugh. I gotta get this last word in. Not today. Not on Mr. Motivation's morning inspiration. Hold on. Let me put my hold on. Let me go ahead and shit. Let me go ahead and hold on, y'all. What that say right there? What that say right there?
I can't see.
say my name. It's my
Well,
goddamn.
you know.
It's my stuff. This is my stuff. Mine. Nah, this is our stuff. And she will be coming on here to give y'all some travel tips. And she's gonna broadcast. We might want to put your page in here, or you want to just we'll put your page in here when you do that. So
And
we'll put
Riggins
her page,
Rendezvous.
Riggins Rendezvous, and then we'll put the
Howard.
Thou Art and it's the motivation too. Yeah, my Twitch at least. So y'all, all right, watch out. What's the Negroes?
You know.
Yeah. What's hers is what's mine is hers, and what's hers is hers.
Yeah.
I get the leftovers because I'm not good with all of ours. I promise you, I'm really not good with it.
I say what yours is mine and what mine is mine.
Yep, that's what I said. Was yours is yours. Was mine is yours, and what's yours.
I definitely, I have an open heart, and I definitely share.
I could break it down. I could always break it down. I lose so much money, and she'd be like, "That's it," and then we'll come down here. Go and put that in.
I mean, we get a lot of free cruises out of it, so there's always an upside.
I promise. She'd be like, "That is it. Quit taking money." Like, all right, cool. And I go down there and I'll be behind her. Shut here. Go put that in there. But at least we know, you know what I'm saying? I'm laughing because this is so true.
We got a bunch of cruises I want to book.
We got a bunch of cruises. So
start booking them all.
Yeah. So no questions. We've been on this. You know what? Let's take it an hour. We're gonna go ahead and make this an hour because we can flip it. That'll be 2 episodes. What else can I got some more stuff over here I can bring in.
Any questions y'all have about the sailing, the birthday celebration, cruising into 5 Oaks?
Dun dun dun.
So the link has the dates. It shows the port. If you click on the full itinerary, there's information about the ship, about Royal Caribbean. I didn't put any pricing yet though, because that's going to depend, on our group and what stateroom you get. So you'll get a detailed inventory itinerary cost list once I set up the group and everything's established. You'll get that information. I plan on doing it on January 1st.
January 1st, when y'all go ahead and file your taxes and have at least the deposit. I will go ahead and pay for the trip myself personally, but potato.
So the deposit, once I establish the group, everyone will get the email directly to them with their information on it. I'm gonna contact everyone too, because I'm gonna see if if this is what you want to add anything more. Do you need other travel arrangements? So it's a me and you thing. We gonna talk. And I like to do video chats through Google Meet, so just to let y'all know.
Yep. There it is. So there is a Twitch comment. I just want to make sure the Twitch comments were flowing. So yes. And we're new to Twitch. So follow us on Twitch. Follow us on all the platforms that you see. Because there may be times where we switch it up because we're gonna deliver specific information for a specific group. And there's times where we're gonna disseminate the great information to everyone, but when we gotta put it in those specific groups, it is for the specific reason. Okay, I don't think we just want to do our own thing and hide stuff from certain things, but there are specificities that need to go in a certain channel, and we're gonna make sure that we do our very best to bring you the best of us at all times. So. Thank you all.
Giving you the best that I got.
Hey. I will be on the TT right after this because I'm feeling myself.
Why you saying you on the TT?
Yeah, the TT. Because I don't even want to, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying this is going to disrupt anything because you can say anything on here, but I'm going to call it the TT. And the people who know what the TT is, because that's what I do most. I read tea on there. Y'all think I'm animated here. When I'm over there, it's tea, total tea time. It's total tea time. It's comedy. it's trolling, it's tenaciousness, it's trials and tribulations, invoked, induced, and I want them all. I want all the smoke.
It's a lot of fun.
It is. Yeah.
A lot of good people.
When I come over here, it becomes a more serious, business oriented Mr. Motivation, with a hint of laughter. Over there, it's laughter, and every once in a while, I get serious. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about. But I appreciate y'all this morning.
10
This,
more minutes. What else you want to do?
I did have something else I want to pipe in. In fact, I can add it right
What you
now.
doing for your birthday this year?
Um, um,
I've been asking it. Oh, we were going to go to Hawaii.
yeah, we
But
may.
I
But yeah,
can't.
we just moved.
It might just be us.
We moved. Look, we moved
I know.
downstairs. We were gonna actually put all our stuff in storage and go on a mini tour like we always do.
Mhm.
Hit Vegas up, hit California, hit the Midwest. I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind being in the Midwest, spending
With the babies,
with
the
the babies.
grandbabies.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's gonna be their two. It's gonna be my youngest two's first Christmas, and then it'll be Makai's third. Yeah, it'll be his third Christmas. So I'm looking forward to definitely spending time with my grandbabies and spoiling them. So that's what I that's
That means I
the
gotta
plan.
get some warm clothes.
I know that, and that's the only that's the only thing I'm like, come on,
Yeah.
turn the heat up in Oklahoma, why don't you?
I'm from New York, but I love me some warm weather.
You know what? I think I'm gonna thank Facebook, and then we'll have one that we thank YouTube. So this is our thank you Facebook that we did way back in the day. I don't even know what it looks like, but I do want to pump it in to see what it looks like. So here it comes. That was fire one. Real fast, real snazzy, a little razzle dazzle. Little razzle dazzle. Yeah, I like that too.
What else?
We don't say what else. We just kind of roll. If it's going to be a little bit of silence, maybe our chat will induce some conversation.
I was really talking.
Oh, okay.
Get away from the mic.
Yeah. No, they can pick it up. It picks up pretty good.
I see.
I noticed that from when I played the music. I mean, it was faint because it's a condenser mic. When I
Mhm.
get the dynamic mic, oh my gosh, we basically have to. It's gonna do its thing. It's gonna do its thing. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and probably order that now since we're just moving downstairs,
Yeah.
and so we can go ahead and have it. I'll now. You know what? I want to get a desk. I definitely
Yeah.
want to get a desk because
Yeah.
I want to have it to where it sits because the dynamics one I want the ones that sit and adjust like out.
I'm gonna get my own mic.
Yeah. Yeah, she ain't gotta spit all on mine. I want you free. So I will give y'all a sample of what I will be singing for my wife. You know what? I don't like doing it that way. I don't like doing it that way, but we're gonna do it that way. We're gonna do it that way because that's what we do. Y'all ready? Here it comes. Don't rush, baby. Tonight ain't about the world. It's about you. Let me take a moment just to take you all in. You walk in the room and time slows down. Even the silence got a sweeter sound. That dress kissing your curves like you know.
that is blessed to be wrapped around your glow. But it ain't just the way you wear your style, it's the way your spirit stretched for miles. You speak and I hear wisdom and grace. A queen with the vision, never out of place. I know your hustle, your late night grind, the goals you chase, that brilliant mind. But tonight, baby, no need to move. Let me just admire this perfect view. Let me take my time with you. Let me slow it down. Let me see it through. I just wanna stare at your beauty, girl. You the masterpiece that changed my world. Ain't no woman ever made me feel this high. You my moon, my sun, my piece of sky. You don't need to speak, don't need to try. Just let me love you with my eyes tonight.
All right, that's all y'all get. That's all y'all get. That's all y'all get. Like I said, everybody better pack some extra panties. Because I'm finna mess them up. You hear me? Once I get that right there, even if I don't get it, I'm gonna hit everything I can, and everything I don't hit, hey, y'all gonna feel it. Because I'm singing this with all of me. You understand that? You understand me? But that's a beautiful song. If you want to follow this individual, he is on YouTube. It's Mo apostrophe soulful blues, and all his tracks have that soulful. Oh, and he has some collaboration with some artists, and I wish he'd put their name in it because they blow. You feel me? Blow 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 blow
Blah 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 blah.
blow 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 blow. So go ahead and make sure you tap in to www.thouartlc to get your stateroom requested. No obligation, no payments are due until, like she said, January. But we want to get an inventory so we know what to request from Royal Caribbean for those dates that we have identified. And we want to make sure you get exactly what you request. And the only way to do that is for you to request it prior to us launching it. 'Cause once we launch it, if we launch it like that, it has to be first come, first serve. Once she launches it, how she launches, it's going to come directly to you first for you to contact her to go ahead and book the stateroom you selected, or make any changes to it because it's easier for her to coordinate during that time versus after the fact. Okay, but there's always she'll find a way. She found so many ways that it didn't exist, and that's what actually helping businesses grow. Um, that's what helps businesses grow as well. When you challenge something that maybe seems a little irregular and they can put a policy in place for it or give some direction for it, do that. Write those reviews. You know what I'm saying? Don't take those. You talk about prices high somewhere and you don't do a review, then just keep going to buy it for that high price. But if a lot of people do a review and then next thing you know, they're not, come on now. We as a people can move mountains. We've done it.
We do.
We have done it.
Every moment.
Every moment. Something's being done. So don't get so caught up in the chaos. Get so caught up in the dreams that you have created and get traction and action to manifest them. All right. So before I get out of here, I'm going to put this up one more time. Build your dreams with purpose without doubt, or doubt will consume that architect in you from construction of your dreams. Don't send your doubts. Don't let your doubts send your dreams into destruction. Let your dreams catapult you into construction. Be the architect. Be the change you want to see. Be the you that you are, and you will thrive and arrive at all your destinations that you put inside your manifestation backpack. All right.
I know all my dreams come true. Like when I really sat back and was honest to myself, I'm like, dang.
And it gets to a point where you like, do we deserve? We actually questioned that when we were in some place. We're like, do we deserve this? And they immediately said, fuck yeah, we got it. We're doing it. Don't be afraid of success.
That's Say that again.
Don't be afraid of success. Most people think they're afraid of fear. Nah, you're afraid of success. You already seen it manifested. Don't be afraid of it. Go get it. This has been your man, Mr. Go ahead. This has been your man, Mr. Motivation. And as we always say at Thou Art LLC, each and every day, go out and be blessed and know that you are. But more importantly,
Be a blessing.
peace.
Holding back again, passion inside, can't run from myself, there's nowhere to hide. So don't. When Jesus coming, man, when he coming again, you my only friend, man, where you at? I need you, God, I gotta stay intact, I gotta stay in shape, I gotta win this race, but it's not about the speed, man, it's about that pace.
A little extra attitude when y'all got them heels on. Can't say hey to Got them new red bottoms. Maybe next week I'll speak. Stop it.